When you're at work doing your job, do you find yourself dreaming about more? Or do you own your own business and you feel stuck? You're grinding it out, but you're not growing and you're getting the same results year after year. Both have the same problem, and it's not what you think. I've been working on something that's going to help you, and I'll share more about that with you later in this video. Today, I want to talk about being the chief executive owner of your life. Even if on your name tag at your job, it doesn't say CEO, I want to propose a completely different way of thinking. And I'm talking about being the chief executive owner of your life. Here's my question. Are you living life on purpose or are you living life by default? Are you being proactive about how you're utilizing your time, what you're doing with your life? Or are you being random and letting circumstances decide for you what you're doing with your time and really with your life? That's what I want to talk about today. Because sometimes for most of us, we want to go external, meaning we think about the changes that we want to make and we think it's the external changes we really need to make when really the truth is you need to make a change in your mindset. Sometimes changing one thing, changing the way that you look at things changes everything. And sometimes when we change our thinking, you can change your entire world. I remember in 2016, a decade ago now, I flew down, I caught a flight from Kansas City down to Orlando, Florida to finish up the John Maxwell certification for his coaching, teaching, and training program. And I went down to Orlando for the better part of a week and I got to hang out with 15 to 20,000 people from all over the world at the Orlando Convention Center. It was an incredible experience. I remember sitting at the table. There were so many circle tables in this huge conference room there in Orlando. And I remember just thinking, what a diverse group of people. There was a lady from Singapore. There was a guy from Iowa. There was a lady from Nigeria. There was about 8 or 10 of us at this table from all across the world. And it was an incredible experience. Why am I sharing that story with you? Is because the one thing that I learned from that entire year that I invested my life learning from John Maxwell and the financial investment, I learned this, that the day I start to mature and grow, is the day that I take full responsibility for my life. So, how do you be the CEO of your life? You take full ownership, full responsibility for every aspect of your life. So, what that means to me is that if I evaluate my life, I think about how I'm feeling physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, the results that I'm getting in the marketplace for my clients, the relationships that I have or don't have in my life. When I evaluate and I look at my life, and if there's at any point I don't like the results I'm getting, I take it up with the man in the mirror. I go look at myself in the mirror and I take it up with the person that can make the change. So here's the reality is being the chief executive owner, taking ownership of your life, being the CEO, it means that here's the good news is that if you're the problem, the good news is that you're also the solution. And so I want to talk about what's some practical ways that you could take more ownership of your life, because sometimes we go external, meaning we think that we need to change our circumstances and all of these things on the outside, but really what needs to change is your perspective. Change your thinking, change the world. And when you could change your perspective, sometimes the things that you look at change. It's amazing how that works. I remember in 2007 when I launched my real estate business, I had my real estate license with a great company. At the time, it was Coldwell Banker in Raymore, Missouri. And the broker owner, Bob Knitter, God bless him. I love him. He's an incredible guy. And he had it on his desk. He had a little baseball. He was a Kansas City Royals fan. I'm not much of a sports guy myself, and yet I appreciate somebody that's an athlete and their fans. Bob Knitter was a Kansas City Royals fan, and on his desk, he had a statue. It was almost like it was a figure of a baseball on a little stand, something that you could get from Hobby Lobby in their decor section. And I'll never forget what the baseball said. It said this, that the person that complains about how the ball lands is most likely the person that dropped it. And here's why I'm sharing that with you. That became my almost daily reminder that if there was a real estate deal going south, whether something happened with the inspections, the appraisal, or with the other agent or the lender or another party involved, because in real estate, there's so many different people that are involved in just one real estate transaction, that if ever something went sideways, to don't be a victim, meaning that I blame someone else for the deal going south. I would always make it a point to find out where my DNA showed up in that mess and figure out what I could have done differently to be more proactive and to be a problem solver, AKA make sure that it's not me dropping the ball. Take full ownership. That's what I'm talking about. So my question to you is, are you ready to take full ownership of your life? Are you ready to stop blaming others? And maybe you find yourself at that job dreaming about more because you desire more income. You're tired of waiting for the yearly conversation to see if you've measured up to the standard or gone above and beyond standards to get the raise that you desire, to have the income level that you desire for you and your family or loved ones and all the things and people that are important to you. You're tired of waiting for that. Or maybe it's not so much the financial aspect. You want to buy back your time. I love that because the Bible says, redeem the time, redeem the days, redeem your time. It's wise to buy back your time. So my question for you is whether you find yourself, do you find yourself you're looking to increase your income, or are you on the other side of the coin looking to buy back your time? Either way, this is going to be relevant for you. One of the things I've discovered after coaching and consulting over 600 business owners is that the very area that you're stuck in your business, it's the same area that you're stuck in your life. Why is that? It's because your business grows to the extent that you do. Now, whether you're the person at your job on your lunch break dreaming about more, or you're a business owner and you're stuck and you desire to have more of your time back, to be more productive, and or to increase the profitability in your business. In the beginning of this video, I said that I've been working on something that will help you, and I want to share with you a next step that you can take, what you can do next. Now, next week, I have a big announcement, and what I would like you to do now in the comments below or in the description below, I've included my Instagram link. Click on that, follow me on Instagram, and send me a message that says ownership. And next week, I'm going to share a link with you that will help you. So I trust that you'll choose to be the CEO of your life and to take the initiative to take full ownership and responsibility for every aspect of your life.